to Degraman. We're here, hopefully trying to get Vincent out of this room. Because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 choices left. So I'm gonna assume maybe like 4 more episodes. Can we talk? Sorry, I'm gone on a mission. A couple minutes later, a second surprise message arrives. I'm sorry for the scene earlier. When will you be back? I don't know. I'll write when I get there. Heading back to my room, I notice the sign on my door has changed. Cat's cradle. Oh my god. The scribbled in Vincent's handwriting. I remember him promising to change it if I'd earned his respect. It's small, but it's something. Vincent accepted me even before I accepted him. I hope when he returns, I'll have the courage to confess my feelings. Oh, that is so cute. Going back to my room, I try to sleep again. Determined to get my life together before he returns, I call my mom. It's odd how calm she has been this entire time. No phone calls, no texts. She hasn't even looked for me at all. She said she wouldn't. With little else to do, I go jogging through a meter room in the morning, then settle down with one of Vincent's books later in the afternoon. I try my best not to think about Rhodey, and thankfully we haven't crossed paths in a while. The emptiness in my heart is somewhat filled by Erica. We hang out often, and even though my intentions were initially selfish, we become fast friends. I've learned that she came here under the pretext that our department wasn't handling the sudden, increased workload very well. It's now clear why I'm seeing less and less of the others. Erica likes telling me about her own department. We have this one guy who's a cyborg. Do you know where Mark is? And one day he comes in after going out drinking with some of the guys, and he's hanging around, not saying anything, just standing there. He's got blue screens for eyes though. So I ask him what's wrong. In an hour he says virus database updated. I have a lot of fun with her. Plus Erica has been really considerate and hasn't made any more attempts on me. One day I finally decide to ask her something that's been on my mind for a while now. Where did you and Vincent first meet? We met at the experiment center. There were only 3 of us kids, me, Vincent, and Carrie. I wasn't really friends with Vincent though. He always had a nasty temper. And frankly, he didn't like me either. It used to infuriate him that I did everything so easily, but for him, every single achievement came with blood, sweat, and tears. No matter how hard he tried, every one of our sparring sessions ended badly for him. These failures were particularly painful, to be defeated by someone who was younger than him, and who had parents to go home to afterwards. It seems Erica's thinking about something else. Vincent had no parents. No, he lived at the experiment center. I think it was hard for him since Ayn was there. Honestly, even I get goosebumps just thinking about your boss. In fact, it's because of him that I requested a department in another country. I didn't want to be anywhere near him. What did Ayn do that made you so afraid of him? What didn't he do? Erica chuckles, then ends the conversation. It seems no matter who I talk to, I end up running into a brick wall when it comes to anything really important. But no matter how much I try fulfilling my life with things other than Vincent, I can't ignore the fact that I live and breathe for my chats of him. He writes me again the next day. Apparently I'm not going home anytime soon. Why not? The mission is delayed. No matter how much I want to chat with him more, I hold back, not wanting to impose. But as time drags on, I begin missing Vincent more and more. I don't even have a proper picture of him. To be honest, I've suffered so much that I'm about to howl and climb the walls, which fills me with absolute insolence. Send me a picture. You want a video of the bathroom too? Desperate times call for desperate measures. I refuse to take no for an answer. 5 minutes pass and I'm convinced Vincent has ignored me, but then a message arrives. With trembling fingers, I open it. It's a selfie of just the 2 of them. Vincent is lying down with a book in his hands, while Cass is sitting next to him waving at the camera. Now send me yours. Aww! I didn't think you would ask. That message floods me with mixed feelings. Vincent wants a picture of me. I want to jump on the bed and burst into hysterical laughter. But at the same time, I can't decide what kind of photo to send. Just thinking about it has me break out in a cold sweat. So, I'm going to send a regular selfie, Avi, because Cass is there. Picture from a photo shoot. I don't even know when the fuck it did that, but regular selfie. Why am I stressing so much over this? I'll just take one like theirs. With me chilling out in bed, I try to tilt my face in a more attractive angle. With an anxious heart, I press send. Cute! Is the book next to you an attempt to earn my respect? No, that was unintentional. As soon as I get what I want, an insane sense of guilt comes over me. I have no idea what to think of Vincent's desires, feelings, or motives. Was his interest in exchanging selfies actually genuine? I mean, it seems out of character for him, so I would think he also misses me if he acts like that. I shouldn't have pressured him into doing it. I really need to start restraining myself more. And still time carries on. Vincent doesn't text much, but when he does, it's nothing of import. He sometimes sends me pictures of his mission, though. He has been incredibly nice to me lately, texting good morning and sweet dreams dreams. I never imagined he could be so sweet. 'Cause he misses us! But with as much as I am dying to call him, I force myself not to. I want so desperately to hear his voice, but I can't. I would only be a burden to him and his mission. The news of his long-awaited return brings me no joy, however. I'm back but tired. We'll meet later. I have a bad feeling about this. Determined to see Vincent anyway, I head straight to his apartment. I knock on the door and it opens in a crack as Cass peeks out. I'm happy to see you, but now is not a good time. He then shuts the door on me, but I caught how pale and tired he looks. Cass is definitely hiding something. Undeterred, I begin to knock repeatedly until he answers again. Can you please stop? It's impolite. What's impolite is closing the door on my face. Cass' reproachful glare makes me feel uncomfortable, but I can't give up now. Did something happen? Is Vince okay? Can I see him for just a minute, please? He's tired. Cass, I need to see Vincent. I won't wake him if he's sleeping, I promise. You're too stubborn. Everything is fine. Go back to your room and calm down. No, nothing is fine. I can see on your face that things are anything but fine. Oh, we don't want Cass being so close up to us. He can bully us. Cass walks into the hall, grasping painfully by the shoulders and looking me closely in the eyes. Aren't you taking this too far? And during his harsh grip and stern gaze, I continue. I'll take it even further if you don't let me see Vincent right now. Cass stares at me sharply as he weighs my words. 2 minutes and you're wearing a blindfold. My whole body begins to shake. A blindfold? Why a blindfold? There are some things you shouldn't see. You're too impressionable. Cass closes the door, and when it's open again, he's holding a thick black bandana which he promptly ties over my eyes. As soon as my sight is fully blinded, Cass lets me in. It gives me a big hug as he whispers softly into my ear. Why are you hugging me? I love hugs, but why are you hugging me? Word of warning, try to peek or take it off and I'm kicking you out. You'll never see Vincent again, and no amount of persistence will change that. I squeak weakly in agreement. He'd probably crush me if I responded any other way. And yes, I've missed you too. Yes. I am trying to not fall back in love with you. As much as I preferred your route, I'm trying to... Fuck off, Cass, please. Cass's voice is incredibly tender. Just what the heck is going on here? He then gently leads me towards something, and I touch it with my hand. Sit, it's a couch. When did they get a sofa? Well, in Castle's route, you had a sofa there for you. When did they get a sofa? Why would they even need one? Knowing that I won't be getting any answers, I carefully sit down. Alright. Is my hair pink here? I can't even tell. I repeat, do not make any unnecessary movements. Yes, yes. I wait anxiously. I'm here. Vincent's voice is so weak that I don't recognize it at first. Hearing him like this pains me, but I have to fight the urge to fly to him. What happened? Do you want the truth or an embellishment? We have to say... embellishment. An embellishment. Maybe I shouldn't know the whole truth. I ran into a door. Seeing me all banged up like this would only murder my ego. I'm glad you still have a sense of humor, at least after running into a door. I hear a soft chuckle, but I'm not sure who it's from. Why haven't you healed? It happened in a meter room, didn't it? It isn't that easy. I pause and try not to imagine what Vince must look like. Considering how protective he is of me, at least when it comes to other Kwanzis, what terrible thing happened to him out there. I don't remember him being particularly shy after his battle with his fight with Ragnar. My sting as I think about it. Stop it. I'm already feeling bad enough as it is, and now you're crying. I try to calm myself down, but it only makes me feel worse. I don't understand what's happened to you. I'm scared, so please tell me what's really going on. I'm not the type of man one should worry about, let alone cry over. Stop talking nonsense. You're the one talking nonsense. Like you don't know you don't know what I am. Or have you already forgotten what I told you? I haven't forgotten anything. Then act like it. You can use me for your own protection, but stop caring about me. Feelings only make things worse. But we need feelings here to activate my power. Stop it. Please just stop. I want to be your Jania. I want to know everything about you. Idiot. You're the idiot. Why are you the only one who gets to decide for me? As my Jania, you're going to see me kill. And it won't just be Altids or Kwanzis. No, it may be innocent people too. Is your infatuation worth seeing that? But why? Why do it when you don't want to? Because I have an obligation to Ayn. Vincent goes silent for a moment. I don't want you involved in this. I don't know what to say, but Vincent doesn't speak again. The silence between us is strained and awkward, and not nearly as comfortable as it was with Cass. Still, there's so much more I want to tell him. Okay, time to leave. Overpowering my resistance, Cass leads me out into the hallway. See you tomorrow. What if I wanna? I got an achievement though, eyes wide shut. I wake up feeling absolutely terrible. All night long I had nightmares of Vince getting swarmed by Hex who devoured him alive. With the way he was talking yesterday, it sounds like he's on death's door, and I might never see him again. His selfie might be the first and last picture I ever received from him. I gazed lovingly at the image and pondered if I'll ever see him like this again. I spend half the day getting worked up, but then I hear a text message come in. You can come now. Not wanting to waste any time, I dash over to Vincent Cass's apartment, and Cass meets me at the door, covering my eyes with a blindfold just like he did the other day. He leads me inside. Again? Guided by his warm hand, he seats me on the sofa where I anxiously wait for Vincent. Hey! His greeting is almost a whisper, so weak is his voice. Here you are again. You know, you're incredibly stubborn about doing the stupidest things. Can we please talk about something other than my stupidity? Fine. What were you up to while I was away? I tell him about my uneventful week and share my impressions of the books I had read, but Vincent doesn't say anything. He's asleep. Stay there, okay? You should get some sleep too. You don't look any better than I do. I'm covered with a warm blanket, then I feel something heavy land on my lap. Reaching out to feel what it is, I can tell by the short hair and shaved nape that it was Cass's head. What am I doing? Stroke his hair? Girl, what route is this? Who are we going for? I'm trying to stay loyal to Vincent, but this makes it so hard for me. Cass won. Cass is the true winner here. Cass seems pretty tired. I'm sure it's from taking care of a very temperamental Vincent, at least more than he usually does. Maybe I should leave his head on my lap for now. I don't want to wake Vincent up, although I'll need to make it clear that he shouldn't do this again. I run my fingers through Cass's hair, and it's so soothing that I'm quickly lulled to sleep. I am awakened by a cool sensation on my cheek, and I notice my legs are no longer burdened by the weight of Cass's heavy head. Vince? He places his hand over mine, and I savor the moment. I don't know if I should be surprised or happy that he's reaching out to me now. Whatever the case, the cool leather of his glove feels sublime against my hot face. Vincent's actions are becoming increasingly difficult to explain, especially his feelings for me. I need a solid, I love you, but I'm just scared for you, so I'm trying to push you away. I just need that. That would just only complicate things, but at least I know that you love me. Whatever. Gathering up my courage, I decide to get a feel of how bad his condition really is. Can I touch you anywhere? Silence. I bet my impertinent request has driven him into a speechless rage. My left calf and my arm are up to the shoulder. There are a couple of other relatively unscathed areas, but just mentioning them would be too embarrassing. He chuckles quietly. What about your hand? Is it alright if I take off your glove? Vincent heaves a deep sigh, but he agrees. That's fine. Feeling his thin, weightless hand on my arm, I gently run my finger over his soft skin. I need to be sure it's really him I'm feeling. I'll be fine, you know. Give it a couple of weeks, then looking at me won't be so disgusting. I feel a fingernail trail down my arm as if he was drawing something on my skin. Is he trying to cheer me up? In his condition, the thought forces a weak smile over my lips. You've probably called me a full 100 times in that head of yours, but then you pretend you don't mind my shameless antics, like sending you photos or touching your hand. You are even willing to kiss me just to awaken my powers. Stop talking nonsense. You're just seeing what you want to see. If I'm wrong, then why are you acting this way? Tell me. Vincent is silent. After a heavy pause, he sighs and speaks. Aren't you asking a lot of a man who is nearly dead? No. No, I'm not. If you're dying on me right now, tell me your feelings right now. I will take it to death with me. Vincent squeezes my hand. What perverse need has you so intent on getting close to me? What would it take for me to not resent you, to not push you away? No, don't answer. I hear Vincent chuckle, then he entwines his fingers with mine. I don't have the strength to resist you anymore, but maybe if you finally have me, you'll lose interest. You're always thinking the worst about me. I can see nothing but feel his touch even more vividly now. Each caress leaves a pleasant freshness on my skin. Every word engraves a mark on my heart. But I really do hope you get better soon. Even though he already said so, I want to hear it again. I want to hear that everything will be alright. I will, sooner or later. Although honestly, I hope it's later. Why? When I'm well enough, I'll be forced to continue doing what you despise so much. Hearing you say that all I want to do is take you into my arms and steal you away from here. Funny! Now you understand. Understand what? Nothing. Never mind. Vincent pauses, then pulls his hand away. Not knowing what is happening, I patiently wait for him. Join me for dinner in the kitchen. As if on cue, Castle is always showing up just when things start to get awkward. It's like he's watching us. He walks into the kitchen and uncovers my eyes, which causes me to blink painfully as I try to adjust to the burning brightness. Alright, Cass. Well, what's the situation between us here, huh? What's the situation? Because I feel like around this time, this route here, Vincent peaced out. But obviously Vincent can't peace out, or Cass can't peace out, because Vincent needs somebody there to, like, obviously help him. Because I can't see him. They won't let me see him. So I feel like Cass is just going to be around for the ride. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.